You get to meet my friend Darren Ward today. You are a showrunner for a massive franchise for Bravo, right? And you've done many different cities. Can you walk us through what is the role of an executive producer, showrunner? What do you do on a daily basis? What are you in charge of? Give me an idea of your staff, your crew. What's a day like for you?
The most important thing is the buck stops with me. So the success or failure is completely on my shoulders and the post EP shoulders. So like in our world, there we collaborate, but it's almost two separate lanes. So like I'm a field executive producer, and then there's a post executive producer who basically I come up with the million piece puzzle and the post producer puts the million piece puzzle together, but we're seen as the people who are leading the helm. So the success or failure is when the show doesn't do well, they look to us, and it's very stressful being in that position, but it's something I thrive on. As far as crew goes, so there's myself in terms of the producing crew. I'm the showrunner. We have a second EP on the show who is my counterpart, but the number two. Then we have a supervising producer who is sort of the liaison between the executive team and the producing team. And then we have on this show, we have a senior segment producer, a regular segment producer, a talent producer, two APs who take notes and write summaries in the field, and two field producers. Now the field producers are responsible for getting the content in the field. They're the ones who are talking to the cast about, what we need for that day, and managing the crew and making sure that the crew is there and that they're breaking for lunch. I mean, we're not a union show, but we follow union rules. So like on the 6th hour, like the crew needs to break down unless we're in the middle of a very important scene, and then sometimes we'll go over. The total crew on New York Housewives is probably about 40 people total with cast. And it varies when we do trips. We had to scale way back on our final trip due to COVID. So it'll probably be 40, 45 people total.
If I am in my 20s and I want to work as a production assistant on a show like Housewives, how would I do it?
The easiest way to do this is through someone through a connection. The other way, there are places you can go. Staff Me Up is one of the Mandy.com. Staff Me Up is probably the main staffing website when it comes to unscripted television, and like your picture's on there, your resume is on there, other people in the industry are on there. They connect you to people that you've worked with, and there are also job listings on there, so you can post for a job on there. My biggest piece of advice is don't apply for a job you're not ready for. Like it's never going to happen, and it's a waste of time. And put your energy into something that's realistic.